In rural Wisconsin, there's an old abandoned amusement park, which was built in 1928. It served as the town's gathering place and overall community center. That is, until a newly developed train and tunnel for taunts ride was installed in 1932. The train looked innocent enough, with one main mechanized head locomotive and 3 small passenger cars that were coupled to it. It went around some loops before going into a small tunnel. But this is where the story takes a turn for the worst. There were numerous cases of child deaths that year, all of them happening after the child rode on that train system. Some kids disappeared without explanation during the ride in the short tunnel, which was about 10 feet long. And others went comatose after leaving, only to die from sudden unexplained death syndrome shortly afterwards. One child was found to be dead after the train came out of the tunnel, and her dress was covered in what looked like small, bloody handprints. Some children killed themselves by scratching at their throats until they bled out, and in one infamous case, one child even murdered another before hanging herself with razor wire at the family's farm. As you can imagine, the park was closed and soon abandoned, and the town's popularity as a tourist trap plummeted. Recently, though, a team of scientists were sent out to the park to see if any of these events could be explained. The first and only test they conducted was taping a video camera to the locomotive and putting a crash test dummy in one of the trailing passenger cars. When everything was ready, they sent it on its way down the tracks. All was well until the train entered the tunnel, and when the train came out, it was empty except for the camera. The video itself was completely black, with very faint sounds of distortion and gurgling, and the last 10 seconds were nothing but static, save for the sound of children laughing.